It has been over a month, and I'm ready to talk about extra innings.
Ballin'. Yeah. Pull your wallet out for this one, baby. Ballin'. Move with me.
Friday, I'm just excited about Jay-Z having a concert. I'm just hype. I don't got no tickets. I'm not, in my mind, I ain't going. So my fiance is like, listen, we going to do something on Sunday. So the themes are more like New York-ish. So I'm like contemplating if I'm gonna wear the New York Knicks gear or I'm gonna wear Yankees. And then I said, nah, I'm gonna just back out the Yankee stuff just cause on some like whole Venger. I'm super excited. I didn't get to go to the Roots picnic, but at this point I've seen the set, you know what I mean? So I'm hyped. So I wind up packing my Yankee jersey, Olympic sevens, Yankee hat. And I'm like, you know what? If we go to something on Sunday and it's not, at least I'm in the spirit, right? So boom, I'm chilling, calm. Sunday morning, my fiance surprised me with the tickets to the concert. I'm hype. I am hype. I'm hype. Boom. So now she like, yo, we got to be there. So I'm like, I'm ready to go right now. She gave me the tickets at like 9:30 in the morning. Nah, let's go right now. I want to wait outside of Yankee Stadium right now. So I'm hype. Boom, we wind up getting ready to leave Brooklyn at 4. We get in the vicinity. We get in the spot 6:30, and I knew it was too smooth. Everything was smooth. I'm seeing everybody. I'm seeing mad people was love. Yo, Rod, what's good? We get to the spot. I'm like, I don't care about my phone, no nothing. But I'm looking. As soon as we get into the stadium, there's lines for memorabilia, blah blah blah. And I'm like, I just want to get to my seat. That's it. I just want to get to my seat. Boom. So we wind up getting situated. We get a little bit of food. I'm trying to get the Douce cups. I don't get the Douce cups. Now it's 7:30. It's 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock, a DJ start rocking. I'm like, I bet. Cool. So now I'm like trying to look through social media, trying to figure out what time. And it just felt like the energy was around like 9:30 that he was going to hit the stage. So I'm like, all right. Bet. So I'm chilling. I'm trying to preserve my battery. I ain't thinking nothing of it. But my man, shout out to my son Troy. He was in the building, so I already knew at some point I was gonna try to link with him anyway. But as I'm waiting, now I'm like, if you like see if wifey need anything or whatever. I'm running around trying to get food and all that. While I'm running around, I'm seeing everybody, which was so fire. It was so fire to see so many people. So now 8, 9 o'clock, 9:30, I'm like, nah, what's up? I'm anxious. Now, for the people, I've never had the pleasure or had never had the chance to see Jay-Z perform. So for me, this was was a once in a lifetime thing for me. And I'm hype. But around 9:45, I'm discouraged. I ain't even gonna lie. 9:45, I'm discouraged. I'm like, yo, what's up? Like, what's going on? 10 o'clock, 10:30, people looking around, people sleeping. It's bad. And I started to think, like, yo, it might be over. The one show it might be over. I'm like, damn. So I ain't gonna front, I'm a little depressed. I ain't gonna front. I'm like, nah, man, this can't be. This can't. And then I start thinking from a business standpoint. I'm like, nah, it's jumping in here. It's so many people in here. Something has to happen. I don't care. You know what I mean? So then the rumors start. You start seeing videos of people outside. And I just was patient. So now I'm making my rounds now. So I'm making my rounds. I'm running around the stadium. You know what I'm saying? I go see my man Troy. I run into another friend. I ran into my other man, a couple raffle winners I ran into. Fire. And 12, like 12, like 12:15. 12:15. Just hear that Dynasty. I'm like, ah, yo, I was so hype. I was so hype because you gotta really know me to understand how much what the Dynasty album means to me. You know what I'm saying? So theme song to the Sopranos. I'm like, yo, if so I recorded that. Like I want to say I recorded a little bit of that. And then that's it for like recording. I think I got like another video, but oh my god, as I go through this set list, um, yo, I was in I was amazed at the showmanship, the level of skills, and I can't say he's still performing at a high level because I've never seen him perform. So for me to embrace this opportunity for the first time, I was overly um satisfied with my purchase, or well, my fiance's purchase. That's another thing too. It's like I'm gonna enjoy. Like, yo, I was in there bugging. I was in there word for word. I don't care. I can't think of not one thing that I didn't know the words. I don't care. I'm in there wilding. I'm in there. And then the You Don't Know come on. Turn my music high. High. Yo, it was over. By that time, it was already bad with the phones anyway. My fiance connected with somebody else. She had the portable charger lit. We was, good money, but I didn't care. I didn't care at all. Like it's whatever. But You Don't Know. Oh my god. And then Can't Knock the Hustle. Now I'm hyped because if I'm when I hear Can't Knock the Hustle, I'm thinking about night one, and Beyonce was there. I knew Beyonce was in but like I'm thinking Beyonce is gonna perform. Tiana came out fire. There was some audio shit going on, but I was hyped to see Tiana because she bodied it for the Roots Picnic Wave 2. So Tiana Taylor come out fire. I'm hype. Then Jermaine Dupri, fire, just like trying to grab young nostalgia. So volume 2 come out. I'm Money Cash Hoes, and Money Ain't a Thing was the radio hit. So to see Jermaine Dupri come out, boom, do his thing, I mean fire. And then this one I went crazy. when that Seen It All, when they played that Seen It All, and I already seen on social media that the Jay-Z Sphere joint was canceled and all that. So I'm like, yeah, I already know. I'm thinking Extra Innings. I'm thinking everybody is coming out. That's what I'm thinking. Boom. So Jay-Z come out. And I love Hove. Hove is my man. But Seen It All, Jay-Z walked on that. I can't even. He walked on that. So, Seen It All. By that time, it's over. I'm screaming. It's over. Yo, Jeezy. That's it. Took it. They did. Seen It All. Go crazy. Then, Hola Ovito. Fire. Right now, Blueprint. My favorite album. It is what it is. So for me to see You Don't Know, Hola Ovito, Heart of the City, like, and then Heart of the City, Usher come out. Fire. So now I know my fiance is not there for Jay-Z. It's not her speed. Don't care much. I gotta sometimes explain bars to her. Cool. When Usher came out, I was like, great. That's like something for her. Awesome. I mean, so that was fire. That Usher came out. And then did the On the Run joint. Cool. Never Change. Never Change, bro. Yo, I'm in there bugging. I never went Well, I never really went to concerts, so it was just a crazy experience for me, man. And then Song Cry, H to the Izzo, this special guest, obviously with all the melee, the chaos, I'm sure there's somebody in the back like, yo, who's around? At this point, I'm thinking like they probably had their own playlist and they had their own stuff already set up on what they wanted to do. I'm thinking if I'm Hove, I would have did this super monstrous New York, crazy. I would have had all the homies, anybody who's even a part of this historic New York run. Yo, what's up? So, I just maybe because of the timing. Again, we rocking at midnight, so like he probably couldn't, put it all couldn't get it together. Hyped to see Rihanna, that was fire. Hyped to see Beyonce, that was my first time seeing Beyonce as well. Swiss came out. Now, when Swiss came out, they played the Welcome to the Jungle from the Watch the Throne. And me personally, I thought Hove was going, because that's one of the few songs on Watch the Throne where, for the most part, I want to say Kanye got like 2 bars. It might have like 4 bars. But I look in the mirror, my only opponent. Like, I thought Hove was going black on that. But what it felt like was the minute they played Kanye's part of that song, I think that shit just threw him off. If I'm keeping it 100, I'm gonna defend my man. You know what I'm saying? I think it just threw him off. Then they did the I'm So Appalled, and I wish we got the whole verse of that too. But it was fire to see Swiss, Pharrell, fire. Clips came out, fire. For what it's worth, when you think about all of the stars, Kiss came out, Fat Joe, being able to make the most of a night where it sounded like there was some security stuff going on, some issues. It was a phenomenal experience. Phenomenal. Like a portal through my childhood and my adulthood. Like just going through moments of time and reliving, looking back. It was such a great experience. This is probably one of the things I'm never gonna forget, like ever. And I pray, that's why I'm doing this now. I pray I never forget about this experience. The only thing I wish they did was, in New York fashion, that shit was supposed to be a party. The minute we knew the show was going to be late, they stopped with the DJ. I don't know if the DJ had a little set. He had his own little minute, blah, blah, blah. So they stopped with the DJ. And then it was like this weird, like somber, like little music, not essentially to entertain the crowd. Me personally, I think given the circumstances and the opportunity to DJ for that, there was so many DJs that would have kept that shit jumping without playing Hove. Like you could have just kept the crowd rocking. And through that, more people would have interacted. So like the fact that people's phones was dead and shit like that, it didn't really open up the doors for people to make it like a more social event, because that shit was just a big ass club. And it would have been crazy if you knew, like, yo, if you knew the show wasn't starting, boom, I'm going up here to this floor, I'm going over here, I'm gonna go back with you. Where you at? You at? And it just would have been a lot more social than it was. Instead, it was a complain party until the show actually started. What I will say is there was some of y'all booing. Some of y'all was booing in the crowd. Boo, boo, talking about, oh, you can't, this is ridiculous. You waited all this time. You're bugging. You should have left. You gonna boo Jay-Z at Yankee Stadium? You're bugging. You're out of your mind. I'm hearing the boo and I'm looking like, what? Nah, we not doing that. But nonetheless, the best concert I've ever been to in my life. One of the best experiences I've ever had an opportunity to witness. I am deeply grateful for my better half for gifting me something that is irreplaceable. It was such a great and thoughtful and kind gesture. I love you. I've thanked you, and I'm thanking you publicly for that experience. And I also want to thank one of the greatest rappers, the greatest rapper alive, in my opinion, for a memorable experience.